football is the home of Super Bowl 57. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Panthers, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champion. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Pulls it in at the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Dolphins will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. On first down, Wilson. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Second down, they go again with Henry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. action. It's Jackson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. On the right side open is Gesicki. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And right side, Henry's got it. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 31, Jackson forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
21-0 our score after one. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Jackson now. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it up. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
This has been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
They'll roll him out right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get...
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. is this has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson's throw complete there to Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And Walker has it. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Again, Wilson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Sly set to boot it. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
2nd and 15. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape, because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now, because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easy.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people offense and have it end up in the end zone.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Second and 10.
Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. John Ross, 67 yards.
And the Dolphins are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there that time, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Wilson. Finding Walker complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Hubbard.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal?
McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. This is caught. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey from 3 yards out. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the center. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now Jackson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, and for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them on. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Wilson. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On first down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. That's caught at the 3. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
First down and more for Jackson. And finally taken down to the 26-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.